Hey everyone, Kyle here, and in today's car mod video, I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be, replacing the oil return gasket for my turbo on my Aristo here. And basically, by the way, this is just a heater to heat up these metal parts to make it easier. But down here, here's the oil inlet on a turbo, and as most of you who are familiar with turbo cars know, that this guy down here is the turbo out going down to my oil pan. It's really hard to show you, but it's just like a little gasket kind of thing, kind of like that, like a little flange. And it used to have this little rubber gasket over here, but as you can see, it's very broken and it was leaking oil. And the problem is that when this leaks oil, it goes right down. I'll show you with my light here, handy dandy shop light. It goes right down there onto my exhaust manifold, literally drips right there, and starts smoking like crazy because the exhaust manifold gets very hot on this car, but it doesn't matter what car really. So what we're going to be doing today, I got this piece of advice from a guy at a local performance shop. I went to Canadian Tire and I got this gasket maker silicone type stuff. And this one's for high temperature. You can get tons of different types, but I thought this would work. And it says it's good for turbocharged or performance engines, which is kind of cool. And basically, after reading the instructions, there they are right there. What I have to do here is, as you can imagine down there, there's a little metal flange that looks kind of like this. I have to first put a whole bunch, just trace it out like that, and wait for it to cure for about an hour, and then tighten to torque specs, and then allow 24 hours to completely cure, which I guess I'll be patient and do. But then I'll completely put my turbo intake setup back together, and hopefully get it back up and running tomorrow, and maybe show you guys how it's working after that, and hopefully no more smoke. So let's get started here. So the first step I did was loosen off the little bolts on the back here so I could rotate the middle part to make sure that, I'll try and show you here. Right, oh, and I unplugged it somehow. Okay, 1 second. There we go. So basically what I was doing was making sure that the turbo oil return right there lines up with the oil catch thing from my car right here. So as you can see, when I press it together, there's a perfect seal. So now with my orange stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it on as best I can, because as you can see, it just naturally will rest right about there. So I'll have to try and pull it down a little bit or something and let it sit for around an hour. So here we are. I slightly misread the instructions, but what I did is put it on, and while it was still wet, hand tighten those bolts right there, and then after about an hour of drying, tighten them in with the actual wrench, and then I'll build my turbo back together.